We have news about Salamander.
Good news, I hope.
Alas, no. Its influence reaches further than we anticipated.
And you have an offer for me.
Why the sarcasm? Salamander has strong political backing. We've been unable to convince town or military authorities to take them on.
How's that possible?
I suspect it relates to recent suspicious edicts.
What will you do?
We need support. An army unit or similar force.
How does that involve me?
We'd like you to negotiate with our potential allies.
Who do you have in mind?
Salamander have ruffled some feathers. The Squatter, the Order of the Flaming Rose.
I'll see what I can do.
If you succeed, we will meet them here.
Having
None.
Speak, then get out of my sight.
Know anything more about that magic communicator I gave you?
It allows conversations over short distances. With some knowledge of magic, one can draw quite a bit of information from it. If the salamanders were using it to communicate with their base, I should be able to pinpoint its location.
Short distances. Interesting. Can you check the last communication?
The communicator sent a signal to a house in Vizima. It's marked on your map. Is there something I should know?
I have a hunch. I'll check it out.
All right, but be careful.
Listen, about my identity.
Progress already?
I decided to help Yavin and the Scoia'tael against the Order of the Flaming Rose.
Interesting. Why did you decide to help the non-humans?
I understand the non-humans' ideals and agree with them to an extent. The elves and dwarves are fighting for freedom and dignity, causes that deserve to be aided.
How noble of you. And what of the famous Witcher's neutrality? You're drowning in your sense of decency, though it always gets you in trouble. If you could only remember how many times you've been driven by your heart, what you believed was right, you wouldn't be surprised by your choice.
Do you think I've chosen as I would have before I lost my memory?
I do. And that Geralt I like.
Ah, Triss, I'm beginning to doubt these conversations will get me anywhere.
Take that!
Velarat has gone grey just recently.
Vivaldi is insolvent? What a catastrophe!
Hello again, Witcher.
Greetings, Radovid.
No magic mirror between us this time. I'm pleased you found my sanctuary. Triss Merigold lent a hand, am I right?
You know Triss?
Not personally, but I know Philippa Eilhart, and that's like knowing all sorceresses. I wish to speak with you, Witcher.
Who are you? And I don't mean your name.
Good question, but one with no simple answer. I was raised at the Redanian royal court. My father was murdered during the war with Nilfgaard. Ever since I lost interest in toys, I've strived to regain my heritage, find my father's murderers, and introduce order to my lands. Sadly, I'm surrounded by corrupt traitors, overly ambitious sorceresses, and frustrated chaplains of the Eternal Fire.
From what I've seen, the upper crust in Temeria is the same.
Nothing attracts sons of bitches like power.
You wanted something?
Familiar with these strange edicts in Vizima?
I've heard about them.
They bear the royal seal, but some suspect fraud.
Tell me more.
It's just as Tala said. Foltest didn't sign these. I'd recognize his signature.
You know Taller?
Certainly. I'd be a fool not to know Temeria's chief of intelligence.
So Foltest didn't declare martial law?
No. I feel I should inform him of this.
Who is Philippa?
One of Redania's most prominent citizens. She has bribed, dazzled, or bullied half of Redania's elite. She also belongs to the Lodge of Sorceresses, as does your Triss.
They don't accept sorcerers?
No. Each sorceress believes she's to decide the fate of the world. Sometimes they do.
If you say so.
Don't disregard sorceresses. Beautiful, wise, helpful. At least so they present themselves. Someday, I'll put them in their place. Though in her favor, Triss once betrayed her girlfriends.
I don't trust her, but we find each other useful.
Well done!
What's your connection to Ada?
I had hoped to persuade her to marry the King of Redania, which would benefit both kingdoms. With Foltest's help, our king could finally rid himself of all the parasites surrounding him. In turn, Redania could support Temeria in its fight against the Scoia'tael. I need not mention the benefits of increased trade. The kingdoms united could resist the expanding powers of the knightly orders and the guilds. Additionally...
Enough. You've convinced me, but I'm not Ada.
And you, Witcher, what do you think of Foltest's daughter?
What do you want to know?
You're an expert on monsters. You broke her Strigger spell.
True.
Can she bear children?
I don't see why not.
Healthy, human children?
I believe so. One of the knowing could examine her.
Thank you. Keep this conversation confidential, and please don't meddle in Redania's dynastic intentions.
I generally don't meddle, so you have nothing to fear, Your Majesty.
When did you figure it out?
Well, there's the way you spoke of Redania, of Ada, and then there's your ring.
If ever in Redania, visit the royal court. Farewell.
Farewell, King.
I shall assemble a great hunt in my return.
Greetings. You've returned safely.
The Hierophant revealed the cure for lycanthropy, but I must know your beloved's name.
I'll not betray my man's identity. I'd rather he stay a werewolf.
Carmen, I already know that Vincent's the werewolf.
Please don't hurt him.
I'll try to help him. Listen carefully.
Yes?
I spoke to the Hierophant about your man's affliction.
Oh.
Overnight, Vincent should wear a shirt woven from fool's parsley, and the spell will be lifted.
That's what I'll do.
I brought the parsley leaves. Weave a shirt for Vincent to lift the spell.
Thank you. I'll start immediately.
Did the shirt cure Vincent?
It was terrifying. The moon appeared, Vincent transformed, shredded the shirt, and ran off.
Calm down, Carmen. Maybe another method will be more effective.
Yes?
What's your real name?
Hela, but that's too common.
Farewell.
A real downpour.
Can you make a potion to cure lycanthropy?
Never tried.
The potion's for a werewolf, the beloved of a young woman.
Usually I'd refuse, but I owe you. Let's see. Ingredients, check. Equipment, check. Come back later, okay? Albedo?
Bandits.
The trees told me.
In wed streda cable in
You reek human.
I'm off to thump somebody.
Yeah.
Did you finish the lycanthropy potion?
Yes, but she will administer it at her own risk once she drops in one of her tears. The potion needs a virgin's tear to work.
Wait, you said nothing about a virgin.
You said a young maiden. I assumed she wasn't yet married.
Ah, Kalkstein. You need to get out more. Where will I find a virgin?
A virgin's tear is vital. It can't be difficult to find one.
Where's your lady?
The scourge of the forest.
It rains and it pours. I've despised those bastards since my daughter... Let's drink. My husband doesn't permit me to talk to strangers.
Non-humans are behind the evil here.
I don't know where this racism originates.
Let's go. Maybe.
No.
Yeah?
After what you did at the bank? Stay away! My teeth hurt.
Your hair's like milk.
How come?
Hello, stranger.
Greetings.
I heard Riviera is ruled by a wise and strong queen. She was once beautiful, but was wounded during the war. Now her face is scarred.
You're worldly.
Modern women need knowledge of the world.
I'm sure.
What would you like to know?
Have you heard news of a witcher in town?
Yes, reputed to be the White Wolf, a dog for sorceresses.
He fancies women with or without magical abilities.
The bard Dandelion claims otherwise.
What's Dandelion say?
That this witcher had no interest in a normal lass. He only fancied ladies with problems, or ones who were abnormal.
How interesting.
Moreover, he had difficulties with abnormal ones too. You've grown pale. Are you okay?
I have a problem.
Your secrets are safe with me.
You've got a beautiful smile.
That's very kind, but you mentioned a problem.
Have you heard news of...
Yeah?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
You're right. He can't keep his hands off any sorceress who doesn't fly away.
Maybe a bit crude, but yes.
Heard any news from the non-human district?
I've no interest in those matters.
Have you heard news of a witcher?
Yeah.
You don't...
Wait.
This witch...
Are you...
I merely...
I never lie.
To say that...
Got that?
I'm Geralt of...
You tricked me. What?
Fair...
Why do you gaze at me so?
Forgive me for being blunt, but are you a virgin?
The impertinence. How rude.
Greeting.
You look pale.
What?
Where do you gather your herbs?
If I told, I'd be reduced to beggary and never have a new shawl. Choose what you want and no mischief. Old and grey, but foolish as ever.
How rude.
Crime rises and the city guards
butcher of
just stare
Blaviken's in
at
town,
skirts.
If you see it. Beware if you intend to stay. Fanatics hunt non-humans at night.
I don't know where this racism
Something devoured
originates.
my name.
Welcome. A strapping lad. Were I just a few years younger.
Greetings, Grandma.
Louder! I'm hard of hearing. Just an old woman I am. But my granddaughter, rosy cheeks, long tresses of hair, and well, like apples.
Sounds lovely, Granny.
Oh yes, she serves at the inn. I worry. She returns to the village alone each night. But what is it you want of me?
Anything happening here?
How would an old deaf woman know? But I could tell you things.
Okay.
Same old things. Imps peeing in milk, wolves howling at night, bats biting girls. It's the way of things.
Why so tight-lipped today, Grandma?
I've talked too much. My throat's a little dry. Who do you think you are? What?
What?
What? Speak up.
Why so tight-lipped? I'm thirsty too. But tell me something else.
What? Speak up.
Take care.
Some bread, my lord? How he charms.
After what you did at the back?
May I help?
Forgive me. I need a virgin's tear to cure a man's curse.
A surprising proposition.
I thought you could help.
Helping others is my calling, and you found the right person. I'll shed a tear for you.
Thank you.